Yes, how you feeling, bro? Before we get started,
Man, I'm good, bro.
Yeah?
We just been kicking it. So
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I'm
Oh,
good.
God.
I'm good.
nah,
How are you?
Bro. I'm still like, and whenever you show me your project, I'm still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I gotta like be here.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm excited. That's exciting.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Like like kind of going back to like how we met before we get into like just the Rise of the Lost conversation, bro. It's crazy. Like you had hit me like through text back whenever I had like my old business phone, and you were like trying to get. I think you had went on our website.
Yeah.
And then you were trying to get on the showcase. And then now you've been on the like the Renaissance certified show. And like I feel like we just like we just have like a way like deeper relationship. So I say that to say like just that journey, bro. Like, how do you feel about just like just going from that to here, bro?
I mean, yeah, it's what word would I use? I don't know. It's just like fun, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's fun and it's I don't know. Like it feels light.
Yeah.
It feels light.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just when I think back, first meeting you,
Yeah.
Going to that studio,
Yeah.
working on growing paint, like,
Yeah.
Yo,
it's crazy. They got a
Crazy.
whole new studio, bro.
For real?
Yeah, so that studio that we recorded in, they actually got their own studio now that they're literally like building out. So whenever we go, I don't know if you're gonna be at one of the last sessions for the album, but
Yeah.
whenever we go and finish the album, we're gonna be in a whole new studio. And it's their new studio, bro.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it's
nice.
It was very nice. But yeah, bro, first, like I said, thank you for welcoming me into your house, bro.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate it, because like I was telling you off camera, bro, it's just like that means a lot to me, bro. Like you don't just be letting anybody into your crib.
Yeah. No, you're the homie, bro.
Yeah, so I just like genuinely appreciate that. I appreciate you being on the project too, bro, especially on like Growing Pains. We talked about what it like really like means. But speaking of Growing Pains, so I got a question for every song on the project that I kind of want to use as like the jump off for like the conversation.
Cool.
So for Growing Pains, the question is, what's the hardest lesson you've learned about yourself so far?
Man, hardest lesson.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, there's so many lessons, bro. Like, I'll say for me. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, feel free. It doesn't have to be just one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hardest lesson, bro. I mean, I think one is just like. Yeah, I got one. The hardest lesson, man, I feel like I've learned, I guess more so recently, is like we're all unique and we're all made and wired differently, right? You're wasting time on earth if you're trying to be somebody else. And I feel like I learned that lesson. I was going through that in college, and then like after I graduated, I kind of looked back and I was like, man, why was I trying to be like those dudes? Like, why was I trying to dress like that? Why was I trying to like move like that? And I'm like, dang, I feel like I wasted like 4 years. Like, and it's a hard lesson, but that's what you got to go through to find yourself. Like, and I feel like I finally like was able to do that, and God was able to kind of order my steps, direct me on my path, and then from there, I was able to start making music. Slowly but surely met Aaron. Now we have a son. But had I not gone through what I went through in college, it was a hard lesson, but like I'm glad I went through it.
Right.
Because I want to be who I am today. And comfortable in my own skin.
And another thing is, bro, some people don't have that like realization of like I was being somebody else until like 40, 50, 60.
Man, what?
You know what I mean? So
sad,
it's like
bro.
sometimes you gotta just the gratefulness of like like certain lessons I feel like I've learned that like I see like people who are older than me haven't learned. I think that's one of the biggest things, like opening my eyes as I go into my adulthood more, is like, bro, not everybody has those same tools and those same lessons that you might have learned at like 21, 22.
Right.
Learning at like, you know what I mean?
39 or something. Yeah. And I mean, hey, we're all on different paths and you know, we're all in the same train. Some people just may be like at the front of the train. Some people may be in the back. Some people, you know. So,
and that changes with like everything. It's like I might be at the front of the train with like my journey and my creativity, but at the back of the train with my journey and like personal relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
real.
I might be the most creative person, most talented person, but I don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're at the front of and the back and so many different like fields of life, bro. Like I know for me, going back to that question, like the hardest lesson that I've learned about myself is like I thought, bro, for a long time that like I knew myself, and then I started to like face anxiety, and then social anxiety became like a really big thing. Like in the first half of my life, bro, like I had like no anxiety. So like when people were like, dang, I'm scared to do this, I was like, why, bro? You know what I mean? And then like going through college, I had this conversation with Foundation too, but like going through college, it made me like start questioning myself. And what you had said about like just being somebody else, I really resonate with that, bro, because like it's so easy to get lost in the sauce, bro.
Man, what?
It's so easy, bro. Like, cause you like, I'm like, I feel like, I don't want to say every human being, but I feel like most human beings want to connect and want to like be a part of a bigger community. Yeah. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yes.
That's part of like our human nature.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. So that was just something that I like, bro. Like that was something that I like went through where I was like wanting to be a part of a community. I wasn't myself. And so I had these thoughts in my head like, damn, if I say something, maybe people are going to take it this way. And that's when my anxiety really started to build up. But like going through college, bro, and like kind of, you know, coming back to myself, I think isolation is really important. Like I love community. Like, bro, I throw shows. Like I love community, but I think isolation is really important because isolation has taught me, like, has reminded me who I was. Because sometimes you can get so lost in being like a part of the community that you don't
even know who
you are. Yeah,
what you like to do, what you want to be. Yeah,
right. Because you're always just going with the flow of like what your friends are doing, what other things are happening. And I think that's the lesson that I've been being taught post college, bro. It's just like, okay, so yeah, like these are your friend group, and this is what you want to do, and this is like kind of like the general trajectory of where your life is going. But like, what do you like? What do you stand for? And like, what is the summation of like your character, bro? That's something that I really like, you know.
No, that's real.
Discovering, bro.
That's real.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot to think on, man.
Niggas is gone, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying at least. Trying. Yeah. Growing pains.
Growing pains, bro. I mean, they're good for you though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, of course, like it sucks in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, but it's gonna get you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
You know, I think about, you know, being a kid, you know, and like, oh, like my knees hurt. You know, my you know, stuff is hurting. It's like, that's because you're growing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not gonna like feel good. You know, like it's supposed to hurt.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but it's gonna get you from here to here. You know. And so, yeah, man, growing pains, bro. It's just part of it.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
When you say growing pains, or when I say growing pains, what's the like first things you kind of think about in terms of just like really anything, but like in general, like what's the first things you think about when I say growing pains?
Top of mind for me is like, you know, being with a significant other, you know, and knowing that like you grew out of that relationship with that girl, and like it hurts and it's painful, and like you cried, you know, maybe you felt and had depression, anxiety, you know, all the things, and it hurt, but you knew like I gotta get out of this relationship in order to grow. Because you know what I'm saying? Like like
right.
And it can go both ways. It can be like if that person, you know, your partner breaks up with you and it's really hard, but like you have to grow and like
figure out
move forward and deal like however, you know. So like
that's literally like
that's part of it, bro.
But that's literally what the song is about. That shit. So like I'm glad that you said that, bro, because like yeah, man, like writing the song, bro, like this was like it's so easy for me as like a rapper to like write like a hard verse in the sense of like, oh, let me like it's almost kind of like mechanical in the sense of like, oh yeah, this is the double entendre, this is the wordplay. But like the songs where you gotta like really express some shit that hurts you, bro.
Yeah,
bro, those be the songs where it's like you really gotta I really gotta sit down and just like really think about not only how this like affected me, but how to articulate that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, my
sometimes
feelings
you feel the pain, but it's like saying that in a way that you understand not only what I went through, but how it affected me.
Yeah,
like bro, that's like the power of music, and that's a very difficult task.
It's an art. That's an art.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is. It is hard,
man. So yeah, like
it is. Yeah. Pause.
But yeah, bro, like I'm appreciative of you being on a song, because like I feel like a lot of the times too, whenever you get like a feature, it's like it's shared pain. So it's like we might not have went through the exact same thing, but you understand me, you see me, because you're able to identify with the song and get on the song.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So like with that being said, what was your take whenever I like sent you the song and like, you know, just like coming together with your verse? Like, what was your kind of like?
No, yeah, I mean, the first couple words of my verse, like, I'm on my own now.
Yeah.
I'm better. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Take a look back. We were never that close.
Yeah.
Like, and you were talking about it earlier, like being by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're over here, you're with these people, you're with this partner, you're with this person. It's like, now you're on your own.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know I'm better. These are growing pains.
Yeah.
When I look back, like, we were never really like that close. Like, we weren't really connected like I wanted us to be. Like I thought we were.
And you know what's so crazy about that, bro? It's like in the moment, whenever you're like with that person, you think like y'all are like locked in. Yeah.
You know, this is, you know, we, you know, and everything just, like,
bro, that's one of the things about like just like love in general, bro, that always like messes up like my mind, because it's like you convince yourself, you almost kind of like confirmation bias yourself into
your mind is a powerful thing, bro.
Like, bro, and that's
a powerful thing.
And then going through the like withdrawals of the relationship, and then being able to like,
what's up, babe?
You good? But yeah, bro, just going through the like withdrawals of that and being able to like then see it with clear eyes, you're almost like, damn, bro, where was I?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like I thought I was here, but now that I see this with more clarity,
we're like, man, I was lost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's, you know, that's part of life, man.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. So yeah, with the lyrics, bro. Yeah, I was intentional on making sure that like I'm really talking about what I went through and the pain that I experienced, but it grew me.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm where I'm at now. And I'm, you know, it's odd to say, but it's like I'm thankful for those experiences.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be what I'm doing and where I'm at had it not been for those.
Yeah, for real. For real. You know? No, it does give you like a new perspective. I know for me, like after like going through that, like I started to understand a little bit more just about like how I want to be like appreciated, how I want to be like my love languages, bro. Like, and like, not saying that like my situation wasn't even necessarily like a relationship in the sense of like a romantic relationship. But love languages for me isn't necessarily just tied to romantic like relationships. Like you can have like love languages in the sense of like friendships
with the homies. Yeah.
And so just like how I want like my friends to like show that they appreciate me. Like that was something that I learned. I know for me,
what's your love language,
bro? Definitely words of affirmation, for sure, bro. Cause it's like I feel like I'm very ADD, bro. So like I'll be like thinking like all this shit, and you have said nothing, and then you'll just be like, bro, you're good, bro. Like I'm not tripping. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of like grounds me, brings me back. Like I'll be like, let's say like I had like a conversation with a friend and we might have had an argument, and like I feel like now that we've had this argument, there's like tension and I can't come back and speak to you. It's like the friend then reaching out to me and then being like, bro, I know we just like kind of went through that, but I want you to know, like, you know, it's still love and I want us to be able to you know, get past this. Like those kind of, when a friend does that for me, bro, that lets me know like we finna be like
yeah that's real. That's good.
What about you in terms of love language?
Gifts, man. Gifts.
Sure.
For me, I'm just like, man, like this person did what they did, went through what they went through to gift me whatever it is. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just like the thought. Like you took time out of your busy day, out of your schedule to like do this thing for me. Like that just, I can remember so many examples of just feeling that and just being like, man, like that just, it really warms my heart, bro.
I can see that. I can see that. Because it's deeper than like you said, it's not even necessarily about the
it's
gift.
not even the item, it's just the action. It's like that you did it. Like I appreciate it. Like
oh God.
So thankful, you know.
Oh God.
So
I'm gonna have to get him some now. Tight shit.
Thanks, bro.
But nah, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Like I don't want to make these too long-winded. It's kind of something like short and sweet.
Cool.
Rise of the Lost out now. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Go stream it.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
See where you're at within the album.
Okay. Because it is for sure a journey.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. 100%.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Dante Williamson, Nicolas.
Dante.
Rise of the Lost.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my boy.